انگلیسی هم داریم. انگلیسی هست الان من سیگارم
human rights anywhere in the world. But it's particularly so in the case of Iran, when all you have to do is look here along the front fence of Parliament House and you can see for yourself the evidence of the criminal acts of the Iranian government. Clearly, the government is following a policy of seeking to terrorise and intimidate its citizens in order to prevent them protesting against the dictatorial regime of the mullahs. I think, indeed, I was pleased yesterday when the upper house of the state parliament passed a resolution condemning the execution in Iran of five Iranian activists. We learned my colleague, Dr. John Kay, was informed of their execution by emails from the International Teachers Union and the International Trade Union Movement. In response, he moved a motion that was passed unanimously yesterday morning. And it says that this House denounces the execution of Iranian teacher and trade unionist Farzad Kamanga together with 4 other political prisoners on Sunday, 9th of May 2010. Notes that the trial of Mr. Kamanga did not meet international or even Iranian standards for fairness. Notes the execution of Mr. Kamanga is part of an escalation of the Israeli government's program of repression of free trade unions, which includes the harassment, imprisonment and execution of trade union officials and the ill treatment of their families. The motion goes on, but it ends requiring the President of the Legislative Council of the Parliament, which is currently in session, to write expressing the Parliament's great disapproval of what has happened, to get him to write to the Iranian ambassador in Australia, as well as to the leader of the Islamic Republic in Iran. How much longer must the people of Iran continue to suffer the torture, the imprisonment, the mass detentions, the rape that goes on of Iranian citizens and of those citizens who seek to join free trade unions? It is appalling, horrific in this day and age that people should suffer so much for standing up for what should be everyone's human right. Clearly the government is still disturbed, determined to prevent the uprisings that occurred last June in Iran. Clearly it is determined to suppress any opposition. But I think the only upshot that you can expect from such suppression is in fact to make more and more people determined to stand up, determined not to accept this regime, this totally undemocratic, this horrific regime that is prepared to inflict so much torture on its citizens. I know the people in the Parliament extend their best wishes. They are equally horrified by what is happening. I congratulate all of you who are here today to protest what's going on. And I know that you are not alone in this. I know across the world there are similar protests occurring because what is happening in Iran is totally unacceptable. So more strength to you, and particularly more strength to all the people in Iran, including those friends, relatives of the people who have been executed and those people who have been imprisoned. More strength to them for their courageous actions and their preparedness to stand up for the rights of everybody, no matter what the sacrifice they have to make at a personal level. So thank you.
Thank you. God bless. Thank you.